to put their foot in the door early, and if they can't, then I'm certainly worried for them. Perfecto, here's the steps, deploys the smoke, and Simple, just before it blooms, can peek his way in and hit the head.
Inter's instantly trading, though, means that Simple is trapped between two members, but with Inter's falling as he tries to run away, it means that Gambit got a man down. Of course, because they were trying to flee in the process, means no damage has been inflicted back onto NaVi, and we spoke about how Simple had to show up. 2 quick kills means he may have done just that. We see Shiro, the man to lead this advancement, over on Ivy, and as the smokes go out, the molly onto the other side means that they're going to establish control, but keeping control is where they struggle. Of course, Perfecto, having read it, already back on CT stairs, good for Shiro, forces them elsewhere with NaVi trading onto Bit, dig down onto Perfecto, the man with the kit has to be careful, but Simple still sent to sight me as a plant, certainly isn't guaranteed yet. Gambit, still with a minute to toy with, very aware of that. They go for a boost, actually, of Raxel. He sees out Perfecto, but with neither player being able to kill one another, eventually they commit to this push. But crossing on second doors allows Perfecto for the first, Simple for the second. The to and fro gives NaVi their first in Gambit.
Doesn't do any damage to him, and in return, he does a fair amount onto Axel and Nathaniel.
Hobbit, the first to fall as Boobich tries to farm some cash, and what a way to do so. Nathaniel deleted from that angle there, and because of that, Gambit with a really strong, well, shaken position as Boomich, he seems to have this nasty tenacity to find some heads. And with Simple on the flank, he's going to play the trigger discipline. Inters needs to be careful now, as does Axel. And for Simple, oh, he's played it to a masterful degree. He drops stuff. He drops his pistols, almost fake his opponent there before executing them. And eventually Shiro does finish the job. It means he can go retrieve that M4. But as he tries to run, Perfecto's there to kill him. NaVi with 3 and Simple having a bit of fun while he can.
And a minute left on this clock. Very, very little presence shown here from Gambit, and that's unfortunate. Perfecto gets a little bit CSGO'ED there. The smoke doesn't extinguish the molly.
That's soul crushing for him, and he's left on 20 HP. Hobbit, he sees the aggression in top, though. Boomich good for 1. Boomich doubles down, though. And with Inter's trading, we see Perfecto switch out for the AWP so we can play the range game. And with Bit on the wide angle on Ivy, that means that, well, there's the kill to Axel. He just swings straight out and just deletes his opponent. Inter's left in a 1v4, cowers in Sandwich, and as he rotates from the other side of red, will he be able to spot out Simple? Yes, he does. There's 1, there's 2 onto Bits, and now he's starting to do some damage, but Perfecto, he shuts them down before things get out of hand. They need to get out to a site, clear every corner of the site, and plant. Now with about 35 seconds left, this is really running down the clock, and as Bit finds every single member, joined with Perfecto, they execute them, and that should be the round as both Hobbit and Nathaniel fall, and just like that, NaVi, they go 5-0 up in a really clean fashion, and look what it's done to their economy.
He's been hot with this AWP right now, and Boomich has been even better. Playing this aggressive position towards E-Box, and then he can bounce between Pop Dog and Main. It's oh so powerful, but this time Gambit win the opening duels. Shiro and Axel take the advantages, and now NaVi looking a little bit shaken.
With 2 players down, they desperately need something to work out for them. Gambit, aggression in main. Boomich, there's the kill. There's the bomb falling out as well. For Nathaniel, he's just able to trade onto Boomich. If he'd fallen there, that would have been the round for Gambit. 3-on-3 would have just been straight rotation. But Electronic and Hobbit dance around each other. And Electronic is actually able to get up ramp just as Hobbit clears the angle. Do they expect Electronic here? Did Hobbit see him? I think from the positioning of Nathaniel, they did. No, they didn't. Axel falls. There's the bomb. Electronic deploying that molly now. And with members just dancing around one another, he seems acutely aware that Hobbit will be there, but Hobbit winning the Angel leaves it all on Perfecto in a 1v3. But look at his positioning. He's all the way back in.
Perfecto, he'll save here. No real doubt about that one. Wants to hold on to that AK-47. Despite the fact they've got loads of money behind them, there's absolutely no point in throwing this weapon away. Either way, he'll peek into Shiro and lose his life. First on the board for Gambit, 6-1, but NaVi, the man that's been getting up close and personal here to this attack. He's had so much mileage, and there we go. Inter's just bombarded with grenades. There's nothing he can do before he spots out a single enemy.
Gambit having really been dismantled there as we see aggression from Axel peeking into Ivy. Perfecto caught out, but Bit instantly there to respond means that for Shiro and Hobbit, they may just have to save. As we spoke about the cracks in NaVi's economy, let's look at the chasm in Gambit's, where next round, because of that round win means they can just get a buy, but absolutely only just, and they'll be buying down to 0 next anyway, so they need these rifles to be saved where they can. With 30 seconds left, let's be honest, they're not going to get to a site in a 2v4, especially with Boomich killing Hobbit like that. Shiro with the AWP, he loses this, he ain't getting it back. He realizes this, and because of that, he just hovers above top pop. He looks to hide, and
well, for Shiro, the save is on the cards, of course. He really wants to make sure he doesn't fall here, and no one's hunting too hard for him. I quite like this from NaVi. And they're going to stack up. Gambit looks like they're going to go for a B execution. Only Electronic to hold, but he's already called for the rotation. The reinforcement from Simple.
Electronic pulling out the initial member, deploys that molly, spams down the first, doubles up as well with a kill there. And now, what do the last 3 members do over on Gambit? NaVi with a flank from Boomich. Into T-spawn means that any rotating member will be spotted out. Axel, though, ready for it. That kill makes things that bit more credible for them. Here's the peek, there's the swing, Axel to lead it. 40 seconds left means they need to get to this site quickly. And as the util's deployed, they're going to be acutely aware of what's up. The AUG from Bit, it's good enough for one. Can he double down onto Shiro now? The AWP tries to point blank him. No, he can't. Bit chimes in. Simple onto Hobbit with lightning quick reactions. Gives NaVi an 8-1 lead. There's that molly, having seen the first few players, but look at the flank ready from Boomich as well. The second he goes up, Poppy's going to see it's clear. There's Simple missing a shot there. Punished by Hobbit actually means that Gambit may have a bit of equity. As Electronic, good for 1, good for 2. Make that 3 there, turns to make it 4, but Inters finishes the job. Attempting a bomb plant, cancelled out by Boomich, leaves it all onto Hobbit in a 1 versus 3. And while he was good for 1, good for the remaining 3. No, he's not. Boomich onto Hobbit leaves NaVi 9-1 up. For Gambit, with limited utility now, really running it down. Inters eventually finds the kill. Is it traded by Perfecto? Yes, it is. Good for 1. Doesn't see the player under him, though. Turns around in the nick of time to kill Axel, though. Leaves us in a 4-on-3. And for Bits, it's just a kill onto Inters. While Gambit finds an opening, NaVi finds an exploit. And with Nafany, missed shot by Simple, he's able to kill Bits because of it. There's still a man down, though. And as Hobbit desperately tries to make some waves over on B, he will be able to get to Connector. But with 15 seconds left, if the bomb falls, that it has, it doesn't matter where Hobbit is. They're out of time.
Well, it's going to go 10-1, and for Hobbit, he doesn't have any money. He'll save this AK, but it's going to massively polarize the economy. If they want to go for a save in the next, he can't be a part of it.
NaVi, who prepare for an attack. Deploy that molly to keep Nafany back. Hobbit as well, kept at bay. And with flashes, leaving Gambit out of position. Hobbit's good for 1. There's a spray down. Simple peeks in. Good to trade. Into the 4-on-3. The Deagle and Nafany. It's been unable to trade, though, as here comes that push. Here comes that retake. Nafany forced out of position as Simple doubles down. Axel and Shiro, the last left standing. Shiro carrying centre sight. Finished off by Boomich. Leaves it all onto Axel, who's good for 1. Tries to double down onto 2. Makes it 2 at the back of that. Peeks up. Can't quite make it 3. Switching to the knife as he's out of ammo. But it does not matter. Alas, they're out of time, though. That bomb goes off and Gambit, they make it 2 off an eco.
If they had some control here towards this blue train, I'd favour their chances, but still stuck in these positions that inherently they have that control of. It's certainly worrying. Simple on the angle, so quick onto Inters. Will find that one. 2-man advantage. Is traded by Nafany, but with such little time on the clock, what did Gambit do here?
It's going to have to be a fast push. They've got no time to do anything else. Axel out from IV means that Nafany's kill is perfect. Axel to trade onto Bit means that is that bomb taken down by Perfecto? Yes, it is. 5 seconds left. They've been timed out anyway. Perfecto, he delivers with heroics as NaVi, well, they make it 11 while Nafany saves that up. That's great. But they're 11-2 up, Josh.
Hobbit, the only man to buy that premium rifle. And Simple, he fancies his chances up close and personal. We're about to take this duel with Nafany. He walks in right with his back turn. That's going to be the freebie. Follows up with a second. 13 points of health to his name. But he'll get away with this one as he gets the dink onto Shiro. It's not the kill, but 98 points of damage dealt. He'll be more than happy with that engagement.
With Shiro low HP now. Electronic with a attempt to pull it back as he peeks onto heaven. Tries to catch out a man where he can, and instead, a swing into Inters is exactly what he's after. Inters think down as well now. Gambit, 2 of their 3 players so low on HP. Shiro, he's the first to fall. Inters the second to fall. All on Axel, 1v3, and NaVi, they go 12-2 up, Josh. What on earth can Gambit do to stop them?
their ability to recover sometimes is not there. Beautiful shot from Axel, but the nade raining over onto the site. Oh, I thought it would do a little bit more damage than that. He actually dodges it. 3v2, 35 points of health to his name. We'll be able to get this bomb plant at the very least. But Perfecto and Bit not over-aggressing here. They're actually waiting for each other to get into position. They'll go for this retake together. They don't want to take any chances, and that's exactly why. Bit will swing. NaVi will make it 12. At this point, this match is worth more than that. It's about solidifying yourself as number one. It's about proving to the world that you are better than NaVi. And whilst on Dust 2, they did somewhat show that. Here on Train, they're really struggling. Boomich, once again aggressive towards Popdog, finds that opening. Simple with the BM on the auto sniper, shuts it down. 3 kills for the man as he pushes himself 16-8. And it's a 13-2 half here from NaVi. I don't see any ticket back in for Gambit.
Hasn't commit anywhere yet. Simple now. The flank on Ivy. Does it work against Shiro, the man he has to duel? Goes to jump spot, makes a bit of noise, realizes the game's up. There's Shiro to fall. There's the man advantage. Is there a trade so far? No, there isn't. He sees the CT member, realizes that he can play for time instead as they drop and as they push in B. Axel, he will try to respond. Enters the kill to Simple, helps out. And with a 4-on-4 Perfecto. Peeks into them. NaVi good for 1. Boomich Electronic to trade. Hobbit spammed down, able to trade again, leaving us in a 2-on-2. And now for NaVi. Or for Gambit even, this is very doable. Electronic dancing around the site. Hides center site, meaning Axel needs to be very damn careful. There's the kill. Hobbit in a 1v2. And as Bits finishes the job, NaVi, they go 14-2 up. Neither player having taken that fight yet. Instead, they swing in unison. Electronic spots out Inters. Inters hides left side. Peeks into them. Simple for the first. Oh, it's actually Electronic for both members there. As he finishes the job. Gambit left with 3 players alone. And with Smokes out on B. NaVi, they commit to this flank. They commit to this cross. Axel, a wonderful shot onto Simple to take his head off. But Shiro, he's one of the last lines of defense. Hiding in CT. Electronic jumps across. Perfecto joins him. Perfecto, there's the trade. But low HP leaves us in a 2-on-3. Hobbit, hiding center site, knows he needs to be careful. Boomich the first to fall. He's got Bits around him to worry about. And as he finishes off Bits, it all falls down to Perfecto in a 1v2. Such a low amount of HP on him. Knows that he has to hit this kill quickly. And unfortunately, he's unable to do so. Axel with the kill provides Gambit with 3.
NaVi with just the pistols. If they pulled it off right here, it would just add insult to injury.
And it would. Electronic just dancing through the smoke as well. He's got the perfect angle for Shiro. Inters, I believe that is actually. No, it is Shiro's who has to hide on green trade timing. It's messy to say the least, but Electronic still able to get the kill. Gives a man advantage for NaVi. Axel trades onto 2 of his own. Inters caught out in the smoke by Perfecto, leaves us in a 3-on-2. And with Axel desperately hiding, he's got Hobbit on the other side who now has to worry. And instead, with Simple, bomb in hand, aggressing all the way to the back line of B, means that Axel is in a lot of trouble if he doesn't hard clear this. Simple already in CT spawn now. He's going to look to take this duel on Axel, and as he does so, Axel, do we see a knife kill? Oh. No, he's going with a professional play. Picks up the AK, goes to plant, and the Hobbits in a 1v3, left on Ivy. I mean, the kill on Perfecto would help, but I don't think it's going to bring Gambit the round. He goes to save.
And it works out beautifully for them. 15-3, Gambit. They need 12 rounds in a row. 12 consecutive perfect rounds of Counter-Strike.
It's over in Popdog just to continue to keep them at bay. Perfecto being methodical with this clearance of main. And Electronic tries to go out on B. Hobbit reveals himself. Traded out by Bit, though, leaves us in a 4-on-4. One of the rifle, one of the SMGs even taken out of Gambit's hands, leaving these 2 pistols with even more to do. Bits not quite expecting Shiro on the close angle. Eventually he's caught out. Boomich, can he trade? So far, no he can't. Instead, as NaVi looks to join their teammates on B, dink down on to Shiro. Causes the hit out on A. With NaVi making a bit of noise on Sandwich, he then goes to hide with Simple. Hard clearing in connector. Axel, he's able to come out on top with Perfecto trading. It leaves us in him, at least, in a 1 versus 3. Peeks up, Axel to fall, 1v2. Those Inters is going to go aggressive. Unfortunately, timing does not favour him. And Gambit now only with 4. Axel having a main control, I mean, it helps, but there's enough utility from NaVi to retake this pretty convincingly. Flash into Ivy, it just lands short. Electronic with the kill.
Oh.
Simple to double down, leaving Axel and Hobbit, the last two members left standing, in a 2-on-5.
What it does do is it shows them that maybe they're a contender for the #1 spot in the world. 15-4, and they're about to make it 16 unless Axel goes huge. 3 kills for him, but it all falls onto Hobbit's shoulders. There's no way they expect him up top. He's able to deny the plant, but Simple is the man he's left in the 1 versus 1 against, and there's no one else I'd rather be against than Hobbit. However, Hobbit finds the headshot, and Gambit stay alive. My goodness, was that a close round.
The second he jumps up, Electronic will be ready for it. He has a bit of an off angle, though. And it all comes down to patience. Axel, flash to aggress over in A. And as Electronic pushes out from upper, spotted out by Hobbit. There's the first into a 2-on-5 now with Shiro chiming in. Shiro going for the high ground on White Train. Simple for the first. Hobbit's trade once again, though, and with Bits coming out on top, it leaves Bits in a 1 versus 3. He should quickly be killed. That he is. I'll tell you what, Hobbit, that is a ironclad hold from upper. So far, they're just going to man-fight him, and as Bit does just that. In just a moment, he'll be joined by Simple, though. Here's that aggression. There's Hobbit good for the first. He doubles down. He doesn't double down, though. Bit to trade. Shiro, low HP, though, has to be careful. Nice shot onto Perfecto, though. Leaves us in a 2-on-4. And as we see them try to leave, Boomich for Shiro. 2-on-3 now. And this is where things get scary for Gambit. Despite being 25 seconds left, they're still able to get this plant. The flash means that NaVi can aggress, leaving Boomich in a 1v3. He beats to the left, sees no one, meaning he can aggress to the other side of White Train. But for the cross from NaVi, or from Inters, there's the first. Axel able to trade. Gambit with 9 now. As there goes that smoke. Here comes that attack. Hobbit, what can he do from the top of White Train? Peeks out Perfecto for the first. No trade yet, leaves us in a 4-on-4. Now NaVi needs to be careful as he holds upper. He expects further aggression, going for the high ground now, as he spots out the first, tags him down, can't quite double down though, low HP though means Perfecto could fall to this nade, he doesn't just yet though, instead he's able to get away. Gambit with a man advantage, but without the bomb sight, allows Inters to chime in, Axel onto Boom, which leaves it all onto Bit, as Shiro follows up. Gambit with 10 now, seriously mounting a comeback, Josh.
You have to deploy all of your nades early. Inters, the firebomb comes in. That's going to force Electronic forward. The spams come through, does a lot of damage onto him. But he can't find the kill, and as the smoke fades, Electronic hits the shot, but he can't get the kill. Boomich swings to trade, but it's a little too late. And the man advantage goes to Gambit. But with a gap in this smoke, Boomich might be able to take one. Shiro completely unaware that Ivy control's been lost. And we go into a 4-on-4.
Axel puts it down to a 3-on-3 with Perfecto equalizing. And now Axel with his location known, he needs to be very careful in A. Inter's low HP means that set aside, he too can fall to the exploitations of NaVi. But 25 seconds left, we need kills, we need him quick. Back and forth between Hobbit and Boomich means that for Bits over in Pop Dog as Axel, the timing is just soul-crushing. And as Inters tries to hold for Boomich, Boomich spots him out, they tag one another, but they don't kill one another. With 10 seconds left now, Bit onto Inters, realizes that Axel has to come from the flank. Just like that, damage rings out, NaVi finishes the job, and they take map 2, 16-10.
Unbelievable stuff. It's an absolute